Whoa, man, I want them sales. I want them golden hour sales so bad. I've sent in multiple photos for that freaking mod for those golden hour sales, and I haven't gotten a single golden sale, and it really hurts my soul. Welcome back to Beagle Eye Visions. Testing, testing. Are we live? Okay, sick. We are live. Now, I really wanted to do this on high seas, but for fear of any dirty, rotten scallywags that might be sailing the seas, like the last time I was solo slooping, I got wrecked by another sloop, but they weren't solo. It was a duo sloop. They were duo slooping versus me solo slooping, and it just did not work out that well. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to rock the safe seas. I can't make any emissary money. I can't sail for the guild, especially solo. If somebody were able to join in and help me out, but I don't think anybody's interested in that because everybody that I play Sea of Thieves with is completely addicted to Arc Shadow Legends, and I'm sick of it. I wish they would play Sea of Thieves. But anyways, so little caveat here. I literally just got off work, and I was thinking about what to do at work. And I don't have any internet at my job, unfortunately, which really sucks. So I couldn't do research while I was at work. I couldn't look up some fun facts of Martin Luther King because it is, at least for another hour, it is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and I'm the only human being that, like, my voice is the only voice that I've heard all day even mention Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And like I said, I was at work, so maybe maybe the Illusion did maybe the Illusion, Hamish Patterson on YouTube, because he usually does live streams on Martin Luther King Jr. Day, but even his live streams don't talk about his history, right? His history, where he comes from, where he was born, how he died, what happened when he died, what happened after he died. He doesn't get deep into the history. So today, in this modern day Chautauqua, we're going to, and I will be sailing a little bit because I was at work. I want to get some action. I want to sink some skelly ships. Right, I do want to get a little bit of action. This Chautauqua is going to be a little bit different because I will be going out to sailing the seas. I will be hitting the seas, and we will be getting some action. So Martin Luther King Jr. Day. I need like a lion. I need a strong lion. The sovereign figurehead. That is perfect for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Okay, and what else? Let's keep the bright colors going. Keep the bright colors going. I guess white and red, do the rare regalia. That sounds like it'd be good. And Martin Luther, so we need to keep the freedom, right? So the Gilded Phoenix, that doesn't sound too bad. Yeah, I was gonna do the rare regalia, but that's on the Logos. That's on my main ship, so let's switch it up a little bit. Keep the Eye of Prince on there. Yeah, we'll keep that one just to keep it a little bit different. The Prince cannons. No, I'm good on the Prince cannons. Shout out to Prince, man. Another legend, right? In the, I would say, Black history, for sure. Like he's part of that. Prince was, man, he did some crazy stuff. He totally went against the system. Just like Martin Luther King. So like I said, I worked 7 hours, like I'm a human being, so don't take this as gospel. I haven't, as far as my MLK history goes, I'm I'm kind of a blank slate. Like, I don't remember actively looking into Martin Luther King. The last time I did was like 10 years, over 10 years ago. Because, again, shout out to The Illusion. The Illusion was talking about Martin Luther King. And The Illusion, he was like, you guys have to go listen to his speech. And The Illusion gave a shout out to like a specific one of his speeches, right? So, and I watched it. I went and listened to the speech. I had an OG Xbox back then, and I listened to the speech. You know, like I found the speech on YouTube, looked it up. I was playing video games, and I remember pausing Tony Hawk's Underground every 30 minutes to just listen to this man's information, because the things that he preached about were so profound, and they have aged so well. Like this modern day Chautauqua, I am going to near the end, and it might be after midnight, which is totally fine. You know, totally fine. Whatever. I had to work, like I said. You know, like, but we're still gonna give him the shouts outs. Let's do the rare regalia. I don't want to do. Definitely don't want to do the skull. Right. You know, we want to keep it classy. Don't want to do the nightshade, like that doesn't sound like freedom, right? So that yeah, I don't know. And then we'll do the ska flag. Yeah, we'll keep it with the ska flag, because I just like what the culture of ska music represents. There's a lot of really good documentaries, a lot of two-tone ska. If you love music, two-tone, the history of two-tone ska in over in England across the pond from where I'm at. A lot of really rich history in some of those documentaries. Two-tone ska. There's a documentary that's even narrated by the singer of Rancid. I'm brain farting on his name. What do I want to do to make money, actually? Should I just go sail? And, no. We will... Okay, let me get into, like, the Wikipedia. And like I said, unfortunately, I didn't get to do notes. I didn't get to do research. Like, I didn't even know... I thought Martin Luther King Day was in February, right? To go along with Black History Month, but I guess it's today. And so we're going to find out why Martin Luther King Day is today, right? This is our goal. We're going to find out why it's today, specifically. Start getting into some of the history. And, yeah, got my gold curse on, and we're going to get into it, right? So we'll get into the history. We'll open up the Wikipedia page. And like I said, I know for sure, for a fact, I know there are some very powerful books on Martin Luther King. I think there's even some, get some Irish crickets in here. There's an autobiography, and then, I think he did a biography on himself. And in my opinion, that is the best way to look up the biography of somebody, even though, I bet if you look up the biography of Trump, there's probably going to be some things that are inaccurate because of that guy's ego is so blown out of proportion. But when you look up the biography of somebody like Martin Luther King Jr., and if he wrote his own biography, it's going to be a lot different than if somebody that worthless racist douchebag, the monkey in the house who's in office right now, if he wrote an autobiography or whatever it's called. We're going to find out the difference, actually. Let me look it up now. How's everybody doing? You guys doing good? I had a decent day at work. I mean, it could have been a worse, right? It was just work. Work is work. Could have been a lot worse. Could have been better, but could have been worse. My controller is still very broken, obviously, so the camera controls itself. It's got a mind of its own. What is a biography written by the person? Okay, that is an autobiography. So what is the other one? A semi-autobiographical. So This is AI Google, right? Just saying. A semi-autobiographical work as a piece of fiction, like a novel or film that uses elements from the author's real life, personal experiences, people, and places, but fictionalizes them by changing names, altering events, or combining characters. So the new Bob Marley movie that just came out a few years ago, that's gonna be a semi-autobiographical. So autobiography is one that was. So if Martin Luther King wrote an autobiography, it would be about himself, basically. Okay, so now I'm really glad that I got my brain to figure that out. So now we're gonna hop on over to Wikipedia, talk about some facts, and again, like I said, it's Wikipedia. This isn't gospel. It's Wikipedia. I'm like showing you guys what I'm using here. And after this live stream, well, I'm totally freaking broke as of right now, but I might have some more Amazon gift card balance where I'm going to order this man's book, and I'm going to do a book review of it. For sure, sealed and stoned, signed, sealed, and delivered. You heard it first here on Beagle Eye Visions. I'm saying it out loud, and if I say it out loud, that's going to, I will do it, because I have the willpower. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to order, if not this check, next check. I'm going to order his autobiography because I'm pretty sure, if I remember off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure in elementary school we learned about how he wrote himself. But I could be wrong. Maybe he doesn't have one. I don't know. We're going to figure it out during this Chautauqua. That's why it is a Chautauqua. Alien on Sea of Thieves. Is this a friend? And I'm on Close Crew? Like, what the? What? How are people joining me? Alien on Sea of Thieves. Alien on Sea of Thieves. Who is this? Allow friends to join me. I'm turning that off. Oh, okay. Actually, hey, if you want to hang out, man. Yo, what's up?
What is up, bro?
What is going on? Oh, who are you?
You remember me?
Kind of.
It's Alien, bro.
Who?
Alien.
Oh, from class? Really?
No, bro.
Alien.
You're on my friends list.
Oh, okay. Did we play... Was it recent?
Yes.
I kind of recognize your voice.
Yeah, we played Hourglass together.
Hourglass. Yeah. I don't remember. I'm sorry. I don't... Okay.
Oh, God. I hope you ain't got memory loss.
I mean, I got a pretty bad memory, especially, usually... So, and yeah, I'm drinking Irish crickets right now, too. Being a pirate.
Since you were drunk that night.
Yeah. I do recognize your voice, though. Did we win on Hourglass?
We won 7 in a row.
Get out of here. Are you serious?
Yes.
The guild?
Like popcorn? What the fuck?
I mean,
yeah, we did. It was back when I was grinding for my ghost curse.
Well, hey, that's awesome. Well, I mean, I don't know if you want to hang out.
What are you trying to do?
Oh, it's Martin Luther King Jr. Day, so I was literally just going to sit in the tavern and just read off some Martin Luther King Jr. facts and just kind of give him a shout out. It's a modern day.
You live streaming right now?
Yeah, I'm on the YouTubes. It's a modern day Chautauqua, as I like to call it.
Well, let's do it, bro.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Sick. Awesome. Yeah, I was gonna.
Tavern crawl? What?
Yeah, if you sit at every tavern bench, it's towards a commendation.
I just got it.
Nice. So this is the last one. Then you've sat down at every single tavern on the seas. That's pretty cool.
What's the commendation give?
I'm not totally sure, to be honest. I looked it up like a while ago because I just got it recently too when I was live streaming. But oh, okay. So January 15th, is that what today is? Let's see. No, it's 19th. So why is it today?
Or are you on safer seas?
Just gonna talk about the history and stuff like that.
All right, let's talk.
Heck yeah. Federal holiday, 2026. January 19th.
All I know is he had a dream.
Yeah, for sure. I got a dream over here at Beagle Eye Visions too, for sure. So his birthday is January 15th, so I don't know why it'd be the 19th, so that's weird. Often referred to shorthand as MLK Day. It's a federal holiday in the United States, observed on the third Monday of January of each year. King was a chief spokesman, a spokesperson for nonviolent activism in the civil rights movement, which protested legalized racial discrimination in federal and state law and civil society. The movement led to several groundbreaking legislative reforms in the United States. This is a federal holiday. I don't understand like the difference between a federal holiday or like a, you know, are you familiar with all this stuff?
A little bit. I learned some of it in school back in like 2015.
2015. How old are you?
28.
Oh, okay. So I'm 30. I'm 31. So what did you graduate? I sure as hell didn't.
I graduated in 2015. Yeah. They had like a little speech about him and stuff.
Really? That's awesome. I was just at the beginning of the live stream, I was complaining. I'm like, dude, I went all day and nobody was like, happy Martin Luther King Day. You know what I mean? Like even, I'm not like trying to bring, you know, race into it, but you know, like even like people of, you know, it's like people have forgotten their roots. And I'm like, not just, you know, one particular group of people. I think we've all collectively forgotten our fucking roots, and nobody studies history anymore. It's deplorable. But that's why I like to have these modern day Chautauquas, even though a lot of people don't tune into them. But you know, maybe if I keep doing it, maybe in 2020 fucking 9, maybe I'll start to have 10 to 15 people on the live stream with me in the chat. You know, adding comments, talking about it, because that's what a Chautauqua is based off of. It based out of New York. It was an educational movement for adults where they would travel all over the country, starting from New York and like go to the West Coast, and they would do just lectures and presentations. And I mean, I don't know if they had presentation capacity back then. I guess they did have the overhead. Did they still have the overhead lamps in school when you were in school?
Yeah, they did.
Like those were with like the math graphs, they would use a lot of like algebra.
The last school I went to, it was like a wooden school, so there were stairs. They didn't have elevators.
What?
The stairs were all wooden. Yeah. You remember what's her name? What's that old movie back in the day? With Trenchable. What's her name? Matilda.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that school? That's that school I kind of went to.
Whoa. That would be pretty cool. Like, I think I would dig that.
Yeah, like the bathrooms were like old styled.
And
like
do you feel comfortable like saying what area it was?
Yeah, it was school 72. It was Indianapolis, Indiana.
Oh, really? I'm from Indiana. That's that's a trip.
You're from Indiana?
Yeah, bro. I'm in South Bend right now.
Hold on. That's how I know you. I know you in real life, bro. I'm from South Bend.
What? Who are you?
South Bend, Indiana.
Yeah.
Jacobly.
That sounds so familiar. Rupley?
Jacobly, bro. He's from South Bend, Indiana.
Jacobly?
Yes.
I'm lost. I don't know.
Jacob? Where'd you work at?
Domino's?
Domino's. I think I know you from Hold up, bro.
Dude, what?
I think I went in there one time. I think that's how I met you. I went into Domino's one time, got a pizza. I met you in there.
Okay.
Yeah, you were Yeah, okay, I know you.
Alien on Sea of Thieves. I feel like I remember writing this gamer tag down now too. That I think
It's
about it.
Alien5516. That used to be my gamer tag.
Alien. How do we know each other? Just move
Bro, we live in
around
the
so
same area.
they don't kick us.
You live in Mishawaka or South Bend?
I'm in South Bend now. I'm over by the casino.
I literally live right by the casino, bro.
Bro, what?
I live on 70. I live on. I can't say you're on live. Mute your live real quick.
Oh, here, yeah, I can pause the broadcast. Oh no, but they'll still hear our voice.
Oh, dude.
We gotta link up, bro. We should. Oh man.
I know you. Yeah, bro. Like I met you in real life.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
we
your
sunk
skin.
We sunk 7 ships.
What? I like your.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's.
It's
I
been
don't.
a minute, dude. It's been a minute.
Has it? Like okay.
Small world, bro.
Right, dude. That's so cool.
Like Notre Dame. I literally live. I can't tell you where I live because you're on live, but if
Right.
somehow you can mute your voice.
I'm on Locust. I mean, I don't give a. I'm not. I hope somebody comes in my yard. I live on Locust. You know, like.
Yeah.
No.
I live on 750 West Indiana Avenue, bro. It's literally right down the road from the casino.
Oh, holy shit! Yeah. That. I'm fucking mind blown right now.
Yeah, I live on Indiana Avenue, bro, right by the casino.
You sound like somebody I went to high school with. You sound like my boy Bruce Benson.
No, no, I don't live like I live here, but I moved here like 4 years ago, like 5 years ago now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I knew we were around the same age.
Interesting. Yeah, it just doesn't ring a bell. That's awesome. You have the ghost curse though. You're a fucking legend. Holy shit.
Yeah, I got the ghost curse. I'm working on the skelly right now.
Nice, nice. Whoa! Oh, that scared the shit out of me. I need to grab some more grogs. I just knocked out my grog.
You probably know who Alec Barn is.
Alec with a C?
Alec, yeah.
Is he younger than us?
He's 30. How old is Alec?
Alec. That doesn't. I don't know.
He's 31.
That's a pretty unique name. If I knew an Alec in real life, I would definitely remember that. But I'm also horrible with names, and I'm a stoner. So.
Same.
So yeah, there's that. But dude, this is why. Like, I kind of want to go. Oh, bro, do you want to go do a fort?
Let's do it.
Like, so you're not bored? Because like
right
you could do the fort, and like, I mean, you're a fucking pirate legend. I'm assuming you can handle a fort while I talk about some history.
Wait, you're a pirate legend? You ain't pirate legend?
Oh yeah, I'm a pirate legend. Yeah. I just mean like in real life, I that's like legend is my tagline. I don't call everybody legends, right? Like
Gotcha.
You know, like in real life I'm like, dude, you're a legend, especially if I get drunk. Huh?
Have you seen the other area down here?
Oh yeah, of course. Actually, I need to. Oh, we're on safe seas. I can't collect my promotion. Can you still hear me?
Oh, there's another area. Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure because I was thinking about going back to the ship. Dude, sick. Yeah, we can get some money while we're on safe seas. Like, okay, so I'm just gonna keep. Whenever you're ready, we can sail. We can dive to a fort whenever you know.
Yeah, we can do that. You want to do high seas or you want to stay on safer?
Oh, we could do high seas if you're down. How long are you gonna play for?
I'm talking about this area. Have you ever been in here?
No, I haven't.
Here, today's your first time.
What? You're allowed? You can do that?
Yeah.
Oh! What? Dude, Dude, I'm sorry. I love this game. I'm nerding out. We're supposed to be talking about Martin Luther King. This is
I get, bro. I
sick.
get so crazy for this stuff.
This is gorgeous back here. There's a whole patio to get drunk on.
Yeah.
This is VIP, dude. Waterfalls. There's more supplies. Okay, grab all these supplies too. We're gonna shoot off a bunch of fireworks at the end of this live stream for MLK.
This ain't regular grog, bro. This is the Guardian's ghost.
Whoa.
Kind, bro. This kind gets you drunk in one go.
How do you get access to come back here, like, legitimately?
You gotta have Gardens of the Fortune level all the way to 100.
Damn. Bro, you've been grinding, man. Shit. You put my grind into shame.
2,000 hours.
Oh yeah, you put my grind into shame. I'm barely at 1,000, or I'm like almost
Really?
at 1,000. Yeah.
What are you good at? You good at helming?
Shit, I can do it all.
So you're an all-arounder like me.
Oh yeah, just a pirate.
Yep. Us pirates gotta stick together.
Hell yeah. So you want to switch to safe seas then, or high seas?
Yeah, let's do it.
And then, you're in the guild, right?
I got my own guild.
Oh, you're not a drunken?
I think you're in my guild.
No, I'm only in 3 guilds.
What guild you in?
Like, my guilds are max. Hugh, H-U, which is like a gamer on Discord that I'm friends with, and then the Drunkens, and some friends from high school called the Barnacle Bards. Ah!
Oh, yeah, see, I'm in 3 also, so fuck.
Ah!
I'm in my brother's, mine, and I'm in one of my buddies that don't play anymore, but if he comes back, you know what I mean?
Oh, I see. Damn. Yeah, I was gonna say we could sail for the... Whenever I do high seas, I sail for the Drunkens.
Yeah, we can do it. Just start your ship and then just send me an invite.
Alright, sick.
I'll just join you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if I can send an invite because it's like cross... Are you on PlayStation?
I'm on Xbox.
Oh, yeah, okay, so you should be able to just join me then. Alright, I'm out of here. I'll see you...
Xbox or are you PC?
I'm on PS5.
Oh, PS5?
Yeah.
That's so crazy you live here in South Bend, dude.
I'm still shitting myself that like we didn't even know, like, how do we know each other? Like, we're over here scratching
Why don't I play with you?
Scratching our heads and shit. Yeah, dude, I make so much money with the Drunkens, but my captain, who is like he's the guild owner, he's out of town picking up his family from China, so we haven't been sailing for the Drunkens like this past week. We haven't been making much money. It kind of sucks. But he'll be back.
Oh, I gotcha.
We make millions. We literally make millions, bro. Like,
does he live here in South Bend too?
No, those boys are from Pennsylvania.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but they're good.
That's so crazy, bro.
Legendary pirates, dude. Love those guys. Love the Drunkens.
I can't believe you live where I live, man.
And that, dude, oh my god, your voice really sounds. You don't know Bruce?
No.
Oh shit. Well, hey, let's hop over to High Seas and we'll get some action going for the live stream.
Maybe I met you on the seas, bro, and like somehow you just live where I live.
Ain't no fucking way. Yeah, ain't no way. But all right, I'll see. We'll switch over, brother. I'll see you over there.
All right, I'm gonna leave.
All right, me too. Peace. This is great. This is a wild start to the night. Okay, so. Born in back to Martin Luther King. This is a Chautauqua. I'm supposed to be talking about education. This is from Wikipedia, directly from Wikipedia. Born in 1929, Martin Luther King Jr.'s actual birthday is January 15th, which in 1929 fell on a Tuesday. The earliest Monday for this holiday is January 15th, and the latest is January 21st. Oh, so it's just random. The Monday observance is similar for those federal holiday. We don't care. The campaign for federal holiday in King's honor began soon after his assassination in 1968. So we got assassinated in 1968. That's good. That's good information. I believe that's probably a fact. That's probably some accurate All right, so President Ronald Reagan signed the holiday into law in 1983. It took that long. It took almost 20 years. I'm horrible at math, but 68 to 1983. It took that long for this man to get his own holiday. Are you kidding me? And it was first observed 3 years later on January 20th, 1986. That is deplorable, dude. This guy is a legend. January 20th, 1986. At first, some states resisted observing the holiday as such, giving it alternative names or combining it with other holidays. Official observant in each states. I want history on Martin Luther King. I don't want history on the holiday. Google, you're dumb. All right, we're switching over to the Wikipedia for that is directly for Martin Luther King Jr. Dude, this is awesome. We're gonna make some money too.
Yo.
Ahoy, lad! There he is.
What's up, bro?
We're about to make some money. That's what's up.
Let's make money for our state, bro.
Exactly. The 574.
Bro. Yep. Literally.
That's I can't like I can't not say faux. Like it's it's like you don't nobody goes to the convenience store to buy 40s. They go to the convenience store to buy 40s. You know, like
hey, can I get a 40 too?
Can I get a 40? 574.
A 42.
Dude, we gotta get you on the Drunkens, man. Oh, so we're gonna vote at the sovereigns.
All right.
Because MLK was definitely a sovereign king. It's in his name. He's a reverend. I can't wait. So we'll dive to the fort and collect all the supplies and then just keep making money, I guess. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay, born January 15th, 1929, and he died April 4th, 1968. He was an American civil rights activist and Baptist minister who was the leader of a civil rights movement from 1955 until his assassination in 1968. So I do have to... What is your opinion on like Christianity and all that stuff? What do you think about that?
To be honest with you, bro.
Are you a God-fearing man?
I believe in multiple gods.
Oh, monotheistic?
Does that count?
Right? Is that
I don't know what the word is.
polytheistic, I think. Monotheistic is mono, so mono is one god. So poly, because these weird, new age millennials are polyamorous. They're in relationships with 14 people, you know what I mean? Nowadays, that kind of thing is normalized.
No, I don't do nothing like that. I'm just an alien, bro. I believe in...
Okay,
Yeah.
Hey! I like aliens.
I believe we have a god here, yes.
Okay, interesting.
Like this is our God's planet and his universe, but there's multiple gods in different universes.
I like that take.
Because our God built our planet in what, 6 days? What was it? 6 days, 8 days, something.
I think it's 7.
7. See, I was in the middle of it. Okay.
But I don't know either, because I do a new book review every first of the month, and the Bible is on the list of book reviews. And I think I'm going to be starting that for probably March.
Oh, okay.
Another Irish cricket. Do we vote? Let's dive. Do you care? How is your hunter's call? Do you want to do a hunter's call for it?
Dude, my hunter's call needs levels.
Dude, my hunter's call so desperately needs levels. We're diving. We're voting. Yeah. All right, so I'll talk about history. I swear, like, I'm a really good pirate. I'm not a slacker, but because this is a modern day Chautauqua, it's, for the king today.
Yes.
Tomorrow I have all day off tomorrow.
Talk about him.
If you want to do some hourglassing, if you want to do some grinding, like I'm game. I just like making money.
Yeah, we'll make a lot of money hourglassing.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, I always
I'll
forget.
make you a millionaire.
Dude, that'd be. I mean, I have. What do I have? I got 10 million. Once I get to, I spend
I'll make
it.
you a billionaire.
Once I get to 12 million, I usually spend it because fuck 12. That's
I like that.
Yeah, I was never 12 years old. I just went straight to 13. Okay, but anyways, 12 killed Martin Luther King Jr. Was an American civil rights activist and Baptist minister who was a leader of the civil rights movement. I already read that. He advanced civil rights for people of color in the United States through the use of nonviolent resistance. Oh, hey, you already got it. Okay. We'll do it the fast way. I'll park right by the gates. Actually, is that the gate?
On the right side, yeah.
Oh yeah, I see it. Okay.
Not the old way, but the new way. Yeah.
Making money and talking about freedom and history. I'm rock solid right now.
Yes.
All right, we'll get back to the Chautauqua once we park this beast. Son of that was right on my feet.
The ghosts hate us.
Oh, there we go. All right, might start raising here. Sick. All right, I'll keep us parked up and we'll be good. Let me know if you do need help or with the captain, you know, once you get to the captain if you want help, or I got you.
Oh, you go ahead and do your speeches, bro. I got this.
He said speeches. Yeah, channeling the MLK right there.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. So I wanted to do high seas, but the last time I was solo slooping, I said this earlier, the last time I was solo slooping, I got wrecked by a duo slooper. So now that, like, we'll be fucking fine now. We'll be kosher. So the intense, everybody ignore the intense music while we talk about history. Even though this it's gonna get intense. Like, history is intense, and I think it's largely ignored by most sheeple, and it sucks. So let me get a better spot here. I'm gonna turn all the lights off too, so no scallywags see we're out here.
Yeah, I mean, just let me know if anybody comes and I'll mess them up.
Oh, we had a little bit of water. Oh, there's one hole I see. Okay. All right, after his assassination, he advanced civil rights. Already read that. For people of color in the United States through the use of nonviolent resistance. Yes, nonviolent resistance. I mean, everything that has been going on with ICE lately. I mean, MLK's grave is probably destroyed. He's probably trying to claw his way out of this grave with everything that ICE has been doing lately. I mean, they've been out of their damn minds over there in Chicago and Minneapolis. But that's a whole nother rabbit hole. We're here to talk about MLK. So, nonviolent resistance and civil disobedience against the Jim Crow laws. And now, the Jim Crow laws are insane. I mean, this is, and you know, like, anybody who follows Beagle Eye Visions, the YouTube channel, you guys all know that I am definitely an anarchist. So any of these man-made laws are absolutely arbitrary, and none of them follow true morality. Most of these laws are invented to control you and to take more money out of your pocket and to enslave you. And this is why man's law is bullshit, and this is why we need to study natural law, which is also known as karmic law or God's law. You know, it's known by many forms. But the Jim Crow laws were state and local laws introduced in the southern United States in the late 19th and early 20th century that enforced racial segregation. And there is I highly recommend, if you're poor like me and you don't have money to go out and travel, there's a YouTube channel entirely dedicated to the Jim Crow Museum. And some of the things that you can see in this museum, including the advertisements, that the racist advertisements that they were using back in those days that were totally normalized, is insane. And I saw some of these advertisements at Skatopia in the Pabst house, the Pabst Blue Ribbon house. That it was like, it would be like a breath mint, and it would be an advertisement of a voluptuous black woman, like I forget the advertisement. It was like a voluptuous black woman, like being used as bait for crocodiles. Basically, is the easiest way that I could describe it. Like, which, God, that's so horrible. People really need to study history. Like I said, the things that were normalized back then, especially, it was so normalized that they were putting it in advertisements for bubblegum and Fresh Mints. I mean, it will disgust you. I mean, you got to have a strong stomach to look at this Jim Crow YouTube channel, but I highly recommend it. If you look up this YouTube channel, you can find the tours. You can take the whole tour of the entire museum on YouTube, and I know it doesn't do it justice, right, from comparing to seeing it in person, but it's really good stuff. It's really good, like, rich history. And what is, everybody knows the famous quote, those who do not study history are doomed to repeat it, right? And that's why we are here. But yeah, these Jim Crow laws are insane. That is an entirely another rabbit. I could talk for days. You can have an entire live stream based on the Jim Crow laws alone. I mean, that's a huge topic. So the origin of the term Jim Crow is obscure, but probably refers to slave songs that refer to an African dance called Jump Jim Crow. The last of the Jim Crow laws were generally overturned in 1965 by Voting Rights Act of 1965. So that's on the Jim Crow laws. We're going to go back to Martin Luther King's Wikipedia page here. So he's a reverend, handsome man. I'm scrolling down. I see his photo here on the Wikipedia page. It's King in 1964. My God, that is a handsome devil right there. First president of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference in office. And like I said, near the end of the live stream, I really want to, even if it's like 10, 20 minutes of one of his speeches, we're going to find one of his speeches and put it in the microphone so everybody can hear it, because again, people need to study this. People need to go back and listen to his speeches because they are so profound and so powerful. And especially, like I said, with everything that's going on with ICE and having the racist monkey in office right now, I think it is very it's very relevant. And his speeches have probably aged like a fine wine. I mean, it's the last time I checked, that was like over 10 years ago was the last time I listened to his speech. Back then, his speech aged like a fine wine. So especially with everything that's going on now. King was jailed several times, apparently. By the Federal Bureau of Investigation? Are you shitting me? Is that true? That would be insane. Okay, I gotta do... Oh, let me go in the crow's nest, actually. That'll probably be better. Let me see this location. This dude is just grinding it out. Like, he's... And we're in the middle of the map. Royal Crest Fortress. This is a bad location for a fortress. There's no Reapers or anything. So we're looking... Maybe we'll get, like, a super chill server. That would be sick. So, this man's just grinding. I'm gonna go open the gate for him real quick, and then we'll get back into the material. How you doing? You manhandling these ghosties?
Yeah, I'm whooping their ass.
Fucking massling them. All right, I'm gonna get these. You know why I parked over here, right? I don't mean to like question your intelligence, but.
For me?
Yeah, you know why we're over here. Like you put the loot on the thing. Why am I the pulley? I guess is what you could call it.
Yeah, I mean you could do it that way, but I do it the other way, so I can just take off without being like pointed at.
Oh, okay. We could do it that. Like I'm curious to see. I like learning different people's strats. You know.
Let's see, where's it at? I'll show you. Yeah, this is the old way. We're doing it right now.
Oh, the old what?
Yeah. You pull the boat around over here, where I'm standing.
Oh, I see.
And yeah, and you just take it from there and just drop it here and harpoon and go.
Oh, okay, I like that. I'll move it. I'll be right back.
Yep, it's the new way. What everybody does.
Okay.
Now.
Yeah, no problem. That's how I usually do it. Cause I like when I'm on these fortresses, especially solo slooping, I get all of the materials. So I'll get all of the chests, put them on the ship, and then I'll go back and get like cook all the food. Cause there's a four burner stove up there. So you cook all the food, especially since we're doing Hunter's Call too. King was jailed several times by the FBI. I mean, that right there is fucking insanity to me. Yeah, this the FBI, CIA. These are the cops that are supposed to protect Americans, right? They're supposed to protect Americans from the rest of the world. That's why they have these alphabet soup fucking police cowards employed, right? As to protect the nation. Right? But a lot of times, especially with the CIA, a lot of times they're making fucking backdoor deals with these guys. But anyways, that's a whole nother rabbit hole. The CIA could have killed Pablo Escobar like way sooner. Like before Pablo Escobar blew up like 4 different planes. They could have shot him, but it was like, oh, you gotta do it legally and legislate. It's like, yeah, I don't. These alphabet soup, they're all fucking corporations.
Yeah, they got him on the roof, didn't they?
Pablo?
Yeah, Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, I believe they shot him on the roof. They shot him in the back while he was running away and unarmed. Like, it's what it
before they got him. They actually caught him before they let him go. Well.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like a railroad system underground.
They had so many opportunities to nail this guy, but it's like it's a lot. There's a conspiracy theory where it's like the CIA actually employed Pablo Escobar to get the inner cities in America addicted to drugs, and the whole then you get into the hip hop. Bro, is that an ancient?
We're out of here. Just pull the ship over here and we'll harpoon everything.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Like more around the corner?
Yeah, it's right here.
Okay, gotcha. Well, yeah, like I said, since we're doing the hunters, we might as well pull all the meat out of the barrels and cook it up top.
Yeah, we could sell it. Yep.
Yeah, I always sell the meat because I like, I kept saying earlier, like I'm not a hippie, but I love the earth and I don't like killing animals.
Damn.
For my sustenance. It's all immoral, man. It's all immoral, man.
We're out of here.
Oh, you didn't want to cook the meat and get supplies?
Yeah, we can. You got a storage crate?
No, we don't have a storage. That's what I mean. Like I do it old school, cause you do it now before we get the 5 grade. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The fifth
But
grade
we
emissary.
could sell this Murph fruit. We didn't cook it.
What do what?
You can sell the Murph fruit.
Really?
We just gotta cook it.
Where do you sell the Murph fruit to?
Just any hunter's call person.
Are you kidding? Since when?
You just stick it in the crate with the food, and then you just sell it. See it? It's all purple now. You know what happens if you eat a cooked Murph fruit?
Oh, I was
That
muted
you
that whole
muted
time.
yourself.
Yeah, I was muted the whole. I was like, the Murph fruit. Yeah, they take you back to your ship. They go away when you eat them.
Yep. It takes away the mermaid.
Oh, damn it. Right here. Okay. Oh. Dang it, they're still raw. Or put that away. That's
So-
already cooked.
So what I do is I collect a lot of Murph fruit and cook them. So when people get on my boat, they'll come down here and think, "Ooh, food," and then they'll go in there and see all kinds of Murph fruit cooked.
Oh, dude, that's smart, actually. Oh, I was trying to get all the raw food to start cooking it here.
Well, cooked Murph fruit, I don't even think gives health. It just takes away the mermaid.
Really? It doesn't give health?
If it's cooked, it won't, because it does an effect.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go upstairs and cook
But-
all this meat.
If it's uncooked, it'll basically. I'm about to actually catch some fish while we're sitting here.
Hey, that's a great idea. All right. While this meat's cooking, I'll go back to the material for a little bit.
We could fight a megalodon.
You know, I actually need to
That
do
meat's
more of
very
that.
good.
So I'm still shitting myself. Jailed several times by the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Like, why? That's crazy. Director J. Edgar Hoover considered King a radical and made him an object of COINTELPRO from 1963. That sounds like a whole nother rabbit hole. I'm not even gonna look up COINTELPRO. It's highlighted in Wikipedia. So I don't know what that is. Dude, this guy is a very interesting life. I mean, coming off of that right there, arrested multiple times by the Federal Bureau of Investigation. That's insane.
Yeah.
And this is supposed to be, they call this the land of the free, home of the fucking dumbass slaves. Like, slavery was never abolished. It was just made to include everybody instead of a certain sect of people. And it still continues on to this day. They're making so much money off the sweat of our
While
backs.
Rich people is just being rich from their parents being rich. We have to bust our ass every day.
Exactly. You don't work at Domino's anymore, do you? If you feel comfortable.
Oh, I've never worked there. I think I just went and got a pizza one time, and I brought up Sea of Thieves. You said you played it.
I remember that.
Yeah, I came there and got some pepperoni pineapple, extra pepperoni. I got breadsticks.
Yeah, pineapple too. Pineapple on pizza. That's very
I think it
piratey
was just
of
you
you.
working that night. It was like late at night.
Yeah. That's ringing a bell. I wish my memory was better, but yeah. Freaking stoner, drinker, just bachelor, really. Just bachelor life in it. But
Yachts and
hell yeah, dude. Oh my god, like yeah, like that's what I had no idea what polyamory was. I've never heard that word my entire life. And then I start going on these dating sites I just became single when I moved back to South Bend, and like poly couple looking for dude. I'm like, but it's never like two chicks. You know what I mean? It's always like two dudes and one chick looking for one more dude or something like. It's like no, I can't fucking say no any faster. Hell no! Like, I ain't crossing swords. You cross streams, bro. Fucking the gigawatt, 2.1 gigawatts will explode. If you cross streams, dude, that's not good. That's not. You're gonna need a bigger Twinkie,
we're
bro.
playing lightsabers, dude.
Yeah, you can't. For some reason, my mind went to glow in the dark condoms, like lightsaber. Like I'm a Jedi, but I'm good. Oh man,
that's funny. They got those. They're going in the dark for real.
Yeah, bro, you can get. I ordered a couple boxes of a while ago from Amazon, and dude, you like you can put your flashlight on. Oh my god, it's hilarious. It's like, it's literally like the meme.
What?
Like, you seen the meme where it's like, like it's just a photo. It says glow in the dark condoms, and then at the bottom it's a stick figure. Like it's like, whoosh. It's like doing the motion, you know? Oh my god. That was literally me. I did that shit. I was that guy. There's still some dead flesh in these barrels that I'm gonna cook up. Get some more. The wood is empty. Where the hell's the wood? We only got like 40 planks. Okay, there's some more over here.
We'll be all right. I barely miss a cannon.
Is that a fact? I'm gonna hold you to that. Pressure's on. No, if we really went 7 dubs in a row, I mean, I believe you. I do kind of.
It's either I met you on the sea somehow, or I met you at Domino's.
It's got to be Domino's. There ain't no way we met on the sea and we live in the same state.
Yeah. We had to definitely meet at the Domino's. Wait, I gotta put some more.
Oh, I freaking muted myself again. Oh, there's some more cooked food over here. It's all cooked. Dang it. It's literally all cooked. All right, I'll go cook these 3 slabs.
Best thing to do though, if you're hunter's call, is just fish.
Yeah, man. You like fishing?
I like to sink people.
You like to what?
Hunter's calls people's stuff. I'll run hunter's call and sink other hunter's calls, and then take all their stuff.
Oh, I see.
It's just faster.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so coin.
Trophy.
What happened?
Trying to get a trophy splash tail, but
Oh,
I'm
okay.
across one right now.
Heck yeah, I'm back to cooking. CoinTail Pro from 1963. FBI agents investigated him for possible communist ties. Get the fuck out of here. That's just a no way. Like, you could hear 30 seconds of an MLK speech and like there ain't no fucking way this guy's a commie. No, like that's just an excuse. It's an excuse that they made up to invade this guy's privacy and invade his rights. As a black man. Emphasize that. But anyways, all right, I'm coming back to the ship. What do you want to do? Another fort or? Oh, we got to turn in probably.
You can just speech, bro, and I can just fish.
Okay, hey, that'll work. Sick. I know there's some more cooked food in here. We're gonna have all the cooked food.
Let's do a hunter's call fishing spot one. Let's do the fishing one.
That's an even better idea. Yeah, because we already have loot, right? Like, yeah, smart. Part of my hunter's call accommodations that I have to do is I have to dive. So that's why I liked that we dived here. But I think this server's chill. I'm gonna check again right now. I didn't see a single Reapers.
Yeah, I don't see nobody.
Oh, there is a Reaper. They're third grade right now. Headed to... That might be the Burning Blade. Shit. It's down southwest.
No, that's just a regular Reaper.
Are you sure? Because they're going to that lagoon?
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Blade is not in our server.
There's 2 Reapers on this server?
Yep, there's one down here too.
Oh, we better,
These guys are just doing Reaper's quest though. They're not trying to fight nobody.
Alright. Oh, we gotta vote for...
Hopefully.
Oh, let me,
Here, I can do a hunter's call and I got a pretty good level on it.
Oh, okay.
Level 45.
Oh,
Fishing wedge.
I just got to, like, level... I don't remember. I think I'm in the 60s.
We're gonna lose our treasure if we dive though.
Yeah, don't dive. You could do a fishing spot without Okay. Vote to sail. Yep, yeah, we got it. What the hell is
dude,
this?
The sucky part about this, yeah, we don't know what where it's at though.
No, I just caught a whiff of like musty basement out of nowhere. Damn, that took me out of character for a second.
Finish at Lone Cove. Oh, Lone Cove. Hold on. Lone Cove. Where's Lone Cove at? Where's Cannon Cove?
Damn, what the hell is that musty basement smell? What the fluff?
Oh, right here. We're actually right near it.
Smells like somebody left a set of socks outside for 4 days and then brought them in the house.
Just sail straight ahead.
Oh, straight?
Yep, you're gonna go,
Oh, west, okay.
What is that? Yeah. West by southwest. I'm gonna keep fishing.
Weird. You can still hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking. My headset's old, so if I move too much, it'll like cut my voice out, and I'll have to adjust the cord. But I need to use the restroom while we're slowly sailing. If you want to take the helm over, I need to use the restroom, and then we have a wood burning stove in the living room. Bless you, brother, or God bless you. While we're talking about MLK, God bless you.
Yeah, thank you.
But I'm gonna use the restroom and add a log to the fire real quick.
I got you.
Sweet. I'll be back in like 3 minutes. All right. We're still on track. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, so he got arrested by the FBI. Bro, just by me doing this live stream and talking about these racist pedophiles in ICE, I would have been arrested by the FBI multiple times if I was alive, and you know, like that's so crazy to think about. That's exactly why we have to give credit to these guys. That's exactly why we have to remember them and say their name out loud. Breonna Taylor. You know, Breonna Taylor, rest in peace. George Floyd. Renee Good.
Oh, yeah.
Man. Martin Luther King Jr. The Reverend. We
Look at this beauty.
guys, because everything that they did, nowhere near the fishing spot, right?
Remember, to our right. It's to our right over there a little bit.
I got you. I'll move over there.
Look at this. Beauty of a fish.
Ooh, those are nice. Yeah, my food is full right now. I gotta put it in the meat barrel down there.
If you got any uncooked stuff, let me know. I'll start cooking it.
But yeah, exactly. This is. Oh, I didn't add a log to the fire. Damn it.
Top barrel's just gonna contain fish.
I like that.
Bottom barrel's gonna be our food.
Okay. Whichever works. Okay, so. Yeah, if it wasn't, back to that. If it wasn't for these guys, we wouldn't even be able to live stream and talk about this. Like me live streaming, people would, we would get arrested. This guy, Alien, would be arrested just by association, just by being on the live stream. He would have been arrested by the FBI talking about this shit. That is so crazy. Like, that is mind blowing. And people just, I don't know, people are complacent with their freedom, their quote unquote freedom.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we can vote every 4 years. It's changed so much. You know, study history. The only people who were allowed to vote, it wasn't just like women and black people who weren't allowed to vote. Normal, average people weren't allowed to vote. When voting first came around, you had to own property. If you didn't own property when voting first came around in George Washington days, you literally couldn't vote. Your vote didn't count if you did not own X amount of property. And then...
Hey, I got something.
And,
sorry. Drop the cell real quick and then pick it back up fast.
Oh, okay.
I'll catch the fish faster.
Oh, okay.
Pull it up.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. But then, you know, so we have to follow history because, like I said earlier, slavery was never abolished. It was just made bigger to include everybody. So think about that when you think of voting. You had to own property to vote. And then it became like, you didn't have to own property. You could just be a man and you could go in and vote. And then you could become a woman and then go in and vote. See how through the timeline slavery is normalized for not just a certain race of people, it's normalized for everybody. So you think that you have the right to vote, right? Feminists back in the day, they thought they were fighting for the right to vote, but they were really just fighting to include slavery for everybody, so everybody could be taxed instead of, you know, instead of a certain people, everybody gets taxed. Okay, let me
I hate taxes.
Oh my God, thank you. Taxes make me seethe at the
taxed.
Yeah, they make me seethe at the fucking teeth like I got rabies. I hate taxes. Oh my God. They tax you on the car. They tax you on your fucking medical insurance. They tax you on glasses. You go to the store, you get fucking taxed on Butterfinger, dude. Like, I'm so sick of it.
Literally.
Don't even get me started on taxes, bro. Okay, so let's get back to the material after, you know, but like I said, yeah, slavery was never abolished. And this is so important. If anybody could take anything from this modern day Chautauqua, you know, for those of you, there's nobody tuned in right now, but if anybody's tuning in later on the channel, this is if you're going to take anything from this, It's like we have to study history. FBI investigating for possible communist ties. Oh yeah, I went off on a tangent after hearing. No fucking way! There ain't no way this guy's a fucking communist. Spies on his personal life. Yeah, they started stalking him. Secretly recorded him. Oh my god. And imagine, again, study history. They secretly recorded this guy because he was under investigation. Now they are not secretly recording single people. They're openly recording fucking all of us. You know, through our cell phones, tracking our locations. They're tracking your loyalty cards. They're tracking what you're spending, what you're buying. If you go to Kroger, they're going to facial recognition your face so they can send coupons to your address because they have your address. They got your fucking loyalty information. The only thing they don't have is your blood type. I mean, they know where you live. They know what you buy. They know everything about us. And we don't know shit about them. You know, because we're too busy distracted. We're too busy watching OnlyFans, and we're too busy scrolling through TikTok. We don't have time to read history books.
All right. The OnlyFans is on you, okay?
No, I've never subscribed. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know.
Get me in trouble.
I don't have an OnlyFans. I don't sell my booty hole on OnlyFans to make a little side extra cash because my paychecks get stolen from taxation. Not me. I wonder how many people who use OnlyFans actually pay taxes. But that's a whole nother rabbit hole. I need to stop being a goofball. Focus on the material, Henry. Actually, let me get auto out.
Left.
Oh, you want me to turn left? Sorry. Left? Just slight? Oh, yeah, I see.
Yeah. Yeah, the fishing hole's over there, yeah.
Oh, that's a way left. We should, you know, I love checking the island for extra loot, too, you know, just as any money I can get, I'll throw it on the ship. Unless it's a freaking gunpowder. Hard pass on the gunpowder. It looks like we're pretty clear, though, too, them Reapers. Okay, do you have a favorite faction?
Me?
Yeah, in Sea of Thieves.
I got two actually.
You have two?
Reapers and Athena.
Oh, okay. You like the Reapers have been growing on me.
Well, I like Reapers because you can see any ship on your map table when you're grade 5.
Yeah, that's a freaking epic perk. And the whole reason so I read the books, the next book review that I'm doing in February is on the Athena's Fortune book. I've already done the Heart of Fire. But I'm 200 pages out of 257 pages into Athena's Fortune, and the Pirate Lord is, God, he's such a legend. He's always talking about freedom, and I can't wait to record that book review. It's going to be so epic. But recently, the Reapers. So if in the Heart of Fire, Athena's Fortune is all about that faction, obviously, and the Heart of Fire is all about the Reapers, and you learn more about the Reapers and why Captain Flameheart is the way he is. So Captain Flameheart's father, he was a pirate who was like looking for the original. He was a pirate looking for the Sea of Thieves for future pirates, basically, is Flameheart's dad. And so one day when Flameheart was a kid, the Grand Maritime Union busted into Flameheart's house looking for his father, and they ravished the entire house. And I want to say they did stuff to his mom, or they took his mom away from him. And then he became like a parentless kid who just became a pirate, and that's why he's so angry. That's where he gets this anger from. He's got the Heart of Fire because the Grand Maritime Union, slavery. Freaking, it's a union of slavery. I was just on a union recently, and it was such bullshit. I will never be on a union ever again in my entire life. I had to pay into taxes the first time in my life. Which I mean I've been paying into taxes my entire, because like we said earlier, you buy a car, you're taxed. You get a job, you're taxed. You can't even fucking work without getting taxed, you know?
Which is so stupid.
Yeah, they rob our paychecks. But, where was I? Freaking brain farted. Where was I going with that?
And it, like, give us half of it back when we followed them, too.
Yeah, and then if you have a kid, like, you get shit back unless you have a kid. Like, fuck it. Oh, my... don't get me started on taxes. I would just be, like, screaming into the fucking mic in, like, 30 minutes, just... Fucking tax! This is bullshit!
This is some bullshit.
But, oh, shoot. I guess... Are we ready to turn in?
No. We're gonna keep going.
Oh, another one?
Yep.
Beautiful. Oh, we're stacking.
This one's,
I usually don't loot stack like this because it gives me anxiety.
Fish at Smuggler's Bay.
Give me a heading.
Here, I'll look for it real quick. 1 second. You are going to head... Look in here. You are going to head north. Northwest by north.
Beautiful.
North by northwest.
What's the, you said Smuggler's Bay? It's got
Yep.
Smuggler's has got. Is that the one where it's like you can park in the island because there's like a lake?
Yep. Mhm.
Oh, okay. Beautiful. So were you like born and raised around? Oh no, you said you moved here.
No, I'm from Indianapolis. I met my fiance from here. Met her online, but I liked it here when I came down and visited her and stuff. And
Nice.
Ever since, I just stayed here.
So you were born in Indianapolis?
Yeah. I mean, my dad's from Boston, Massachusetts.
No I fucking love Boston, bro. Boston is the shit.
Yeah.
Sorry,
has a really strong accent.
No, are you serious, dude? I would love your dad. I would get along with him probably.
Yeah, he's got a strong one.
He still has it? Like,
you fucking bastard.
Living here, he didn't lose it? He still has it?
Who, my dad?
Yeah, like, he didn't live here for a year and, like, lose it? Or it only comes out when he's angry,
Nah,
you know?
dude. Whenever he's angry, you really hear it, but you can still hear it when he's talking normal.
That's fucking amazing, dude. I love that. I want to go to Boston so I'm going to go there eventually. I might have to do it I don't want to do it while I'm a bachelor. I'm a hopeless romantic. So it's like, fuck. So you're married?
I got a fiance.
Dude, you're a freaking in real life legend, bro. That's epic. I was supposed to get married last summer. So then I came to Sea of Thieves, and now I'm here. I've been here ever since. Yarr! This is not the right one. I think I gotta go past. Yep, go past, take a right.
It's that big island to the big right, yeah. We could go sell over there to the left too. That's an outpost. So after this, we can go straight right there.
Yeah, we're not grade 5 yet, are we? So that we're not on the map.
No, we're about to be grade 5 after I get this fish.
Shoot, we're gonna have to we're gonna have to move.
Oh, we're definitely on the map.
Don't say.
Reaper.
No, are you?
We're running an emissary.
Shit, that is not good. We gotta sell and dive.
We won't be able to see nobody other than the Reapers.
Right. Well, Hunter's Call, the perk is you get to see Megalodons.
Yep, best way to get a shot of ghosts is running this.
Have you gotten one?
No.
Hold on. How many hours did you say you put in?
2,800, I'm pretty sure. Almost 3,000.
2,000? You haven't even seen or laid eyes on one?
Have. No, I have. But what happened was a galleon pulled up on me, sunk me, and stole it from me. Had a bad experience my first time.
I would have, that's
That was
like
my
controller
first
breaking
though.
material. I would have broke my controller, bro. Like,
Yeah. Well, you can get a shot at Ghost easily if you have 100 straight hours playing. Like 100 days at sea.
oh. Are we looking for fishing
Yeah, but
spots,
it has
right?
to be constant. I gotta see exactly where.
Oh shit, it's on the map, huh? I always pull in there for this island. I love this island.
You could go just around it until I see the spot. It's
Good idea.
yeah, we'll see it.
This is
Kind of hard to know where really.
I think this is the island where they got married at.
Probably.
You know what I'm talking about?
The Glitterbeard.
During the scamdemic, there was a couple that got married in Sea of Thieves. Yeah, I think
seen that.
I think it was this.
It was live on Twitch.
Yeah, I think it was this island. It was live on Twitch. Really? That's badass. I wish I could have got. I guess I could go back. Probably try to find it.
There's probably a video.
I thought that was so cool. I watched, it's in the documentary, and they talked about how they had all of their family members steer ships into the island, and they parked them all on the island.
Yeah.
Where the hell is this?
So, have you ever did the Glitterbeard?
No, me and the Drunkens tried. They tried to get it, because I don't have it. They all have it.
So, you basically gotta be a sweat to get people to join you doing it. That's basically how I got it. Because I sunk people and I said, hey, instead of me sinking you, can you help me with this?
Oh, that's
And
smart.
I sank the boat. Yeah, look, this is what it looks like.
What? Oh, the glitter. I was looking at your gun, bro. That gun is insane.
Oh, my sniper? It's right here to our left. I think.
Yeah. Yeah, every crew member on the
Will the sell
Drunkens
up?
has it. Or besides me, I guess.
It's cool to have. I mean, it's pretty neat.
All right. While you're getting the grinding going, FBI agents back to MLK investigated him for possible communist ties. No way. I'm just stuck on that. Spied on his personal life, just like they did with Pablo Escobar. Secretly recorded him. In 1964, the FBI mailed King a threatening anonymous letter. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. So another shout-out to The Illusion. Shout-out to Hamish Patterson. He was talking about that letter, and on his live stream, he read that entire letter. That letter is so fucked. I mean, if you go back and read that letter, it's literally just basically threatening this guy who was, like we read it earlier, he's a peaceful protest. Like, this guy isn't a terrorist. He's not organizing people to bomb banks and bomb, like Tiananmen Square and shit like that. Like, he's a peaceful protester. He's just talking about the love of God in his speeches and stuff like that. He was, like, the fact to call even in a communist, that's why I'm so appalled. Like, communist, that's insane. Gave him a threatening anonymous letter. Yeah, so the FBI mailed him a letter. So that he didn't even know it was the FBI. He got this, it was an anonymous letter. Which he interpreted as an attempt to make him commit suicide. Now we're getting back into the conspiracy theory stuff, because if you...
I think our boat rode over the fish. I can't get them.
Oh,
Wait,
shit.
Never mind. Just stay there. Stay there.
Okay.
Right behind us.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was getting nervous. That was what was making me nervous. That's all we kept drifting. But again, if you study history, study these alphabet soup assholes. CIA. These are the guys who are responsible for MK Ultra. And MK Ultra, the entire idea behind MK Ultra is they were trying to develop super soldiers, but the result of the project was that they ended up developing assassins to where they could control these assassins' minds, right? Send them to a location, basically hypnotizing the assassin. And then the assassin does the job, comes back to the location. Through MK Ultra, there's like code words that you give the assassin a code word, and then the assassin's like, they performed the action and they didn't remember a single thing. They didn't remember performing the action. They didn't remember, doing it, signing up for it. They don't remember a single aspect of it because they were literally brainwashed. And this is what happened. This is exactly how. And again, conspiracy theory, whatever you want to call it, just do your research. If you don't agree with me or whatever, you don't believe it, just do you haven't done enough research. This is how John Lennon was killed, by John Lennon's assassin, who had the Catcher in the Rye, which that's a huge whole nother rabbit hole with the MK Ultra stuff. But again, this is, if you follow the timeline of history, this was before they figured out the MK Ultra stuff. This was before they had the mind-controlled assassins, the Manchurian candidates, right? They just produced a movie a few years ago about that. It was huge. This is when I worked at the movie theater too. When the Manchurian candidate came out. You still fishing back there?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you're ready to move on to the next pot. There's something very shiny in red. I'm gonna go to this island.
Okay.
Actually, is that just a flame? No, that's very shiny and red. I'm gonna go grab that loot. I'll be right back, and we'll get back to the material. Ooh,
Be safe.
ooh, something shiny. What'd you say, bud?
Candy.
Yeah. Basically. It better not be it's a fucking skeleton. God damn it, I'm a worthless pirate. Stupid flameheart skeletons. Actually, those skeletons come in handy. When you get stuck on an island, you show them the map. They're like, ooh, come here. They become Schmeagle. Come here. Follow me.
I like those skellies.
My precious.
Bro, they help me out so much.
Hell yeah, man. Making money. Okay, he's got it. So I'm gonna sit up here and be lazy and continue the speech, I guess. Dude, I feel bad. Like, I feel so bad. Like, I was thinking about doing this live stream all day at work. When I'm streaming on Twitch, I'm just like, get money. Sync everybody, get money when I'm streaming on Twitch. But for this is like special, special. Thank you for tuning in. And we don't have a single person tuning in. So it's like, I know there's, again, with the racist pedophile in office, all of the racist other, hopefully not pedophiles, but still racist people came out of the woodwork in the past 2-3 years. You know, that's why, that's literally why there's war across the pond, because, what is it, Ukraine? Somebody's from class, from How to Become the True Media Seminar. Somebody's like, Ukraine is filled with Nazis right now. Yep.
You're going to have to finish this, bro. I got to go.
Oh, you got to go?
Yep, just grab these little fish right here and then sell them.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to go.
Oh, dude, thank you so much for grinding, bro.
Yeah, anytime, bro.
I mean, hey, next time we play...
We should play tomorrow.
Tomorrow, I'm down. I'll be streaming on Twitch. Let's do it. I will make so much more money.
Yeah, of course.
Hell yeah.
At least 20 mil.
Sick, dude. I'm gonna turn in and go to a tavern, I guess, and then I'll keep the Chautauqua going.
Nice.
Dude, seriously, thank you so much for that work. Since we live so close, I owe you a beer, or I owe you a joint or something. I'll smoke you out. But we'll figure it out.
I appreciate that.
Hell yeah, brother.
All right, man. You have a good night.
You too, man. Be easy.
You too.
I love the Hunter's Call music. Okay, we are on high seas. That's very nerve-wracking with those 2 Reapers, but I'm gonna finish this up. As long as I turn in all this loot and then we get to... Oh, he's gonna miss all the money, dude! What? It must have been important if he had to go, because he's gonna miss all this... Literally gonna miss all this money, bro. Damn, I feel bad. And he did all the work, like I did nothing. Hopefully we will. Hopefully he follows through. I mean, that'd be sick. Yeah, hopefully. So I will be streaming on Twitch.com tomorrow. Twitch.tv/BeagleEyeVisions. Make sure you tune in because we're gonna be causing some destruction, raising hell, doing pirate things, and making money tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. Oh, we're at the tippy top, so we're just gonna go south. There's no Reapers around, so we're gonna head south. He put all of that food up here. Oh, that was kind of backwards for me. I always keep my good food on top. But it's all good. All good. All right, that's all the meat. We got all the fish up front. So, and then I was going to start sailing, so we're head south. I got to use the restroom again, and I'll be right back. And hopefully we'll be able to turn in all this loot, get all that money, and make more money for the guild. Very excited. So we're got to head... No, south. I'm going to use the restroom, and I'll be right back. I got these Irish crickets flowing through me. I'm going to do it, yeah, in case a Skelly ship pops up, if there's nobody on the server. And I will be right back. Stay tuned, stay gold, everybody. All right, going south. Let me just double check. Actually, let me double check the mic too. Testing. Sick. We're still in here. All right, going south. Unmark that. Going south. Straight south. And we are sailing for the guild. Wait a minute. Still, another one. One more. All right, one more. Son of a... So this guy is a legend. I mean, he was faced up against the FBI. He was faced up against all of the racist people who were in this country at the time when he was alive. I mean, if you want to talk about courage, you want to talk about real bravery, you talk about Martin Luther King Jr. because that guy had brass balls. You know, when I hear the name of like Martin Luther King Jr. or you know, I think about that. I think about that photo of a man standing in front of a tank. You know what I mean? And Brandon Spencer was just talking about this on the End Evil podcast last week. He was speaking about how brave that man was to stand in front of a tank as one individual. That is the amount of bravery that we need today to face these psychopaths. That is the amount we need to have. We need to be as brave as Martin Luther King Jr. You know, we need to be willing to stand in front of a tank that is pushing forward towards a city. Doesn't matter what city. If the city has people in it, we need to be willing to stand in front of that tank. That's what bravery is. Bravery has nothing to do with putting on a camouflage uniform and signing your life away and selling your rights away for a paycheck so you could go across the pond and kill. In fact, you don't even have to go across the pond anymore. ICE is murdering people every day. It's every other day is a new murder. ICE is punishing people in captivity. ICE is shooting people on the streets. Shooting Renee Good, a mother of 3 children. That's a mom. A mother of the next generation of human beings. Shot dead for driving a vehicle. Driving a vehicle in a non-violent fashion. She was driving nowhere near towards that guy. She had 3 grown fat men with loaded weapons walking towards her vehicle, and she was trying to use self-defense to steer herself and her significant other out of the situation. Shot dead in the face for it. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. There's no excuse, and these people need to be... They need to be held accountable. And hopefully they will be. It's just ridiculous. Like, oh, gosh, freaking... It's so sickening. All right, we're coming on the outpost. We'll sell all this stuff, and then I'm actually glad we're in a public lobby because, you know, maybe somebody will come to the tavern and hear about Martin Luther King. Like I'm the pirate lord, right? Like Ramsey in the Sea. For those of you who are familiar with Sea of Thieves, the pirate lord Ramsey, he tells his tales at the tavern, right? Tells his adventures, tells stories of his grand adventures. It's not about the gold, it's about the glory, right? The reason we sail the Sea of Thieves is for freedom. It's the whole reason why we play Sea of Thieves, is to get that taste of freedom. We can do what we want, right? As long as we're not hurting any other sentient being. You get to sail the high seas, enjoy the freedom, feel the quote unquote wind in you, feel the quote unquote wind in your hair. Right? This is what we want. And what we want freedom. Everybody desires freedom. It's a natural human desire. Oh, this guy, he didn't get all the chests. He only got the top chests. That's weird. I'm gonna have to talk to him about that. He didn't get the spare door. We barely looted that fort, now that I think about it. Shoot. The more moral an aggregate society becomes, the more free the aggregate society will be. And it's literally that simple. It's that easy. It's not rocket science. It's people want to obfuscate it and confuse it. That's what freedom is. Freedom is morality. Freedom is responsibility. If you don't have responsibility, if you don't have the ability to respond, then you don't have freedom. And you are a slave. If you don't have the ability to defend yourself, then you don't have freedom and you are a slave. What if somebody came and robbed the house? There are court cases where people went and robbed people and then called the cops on the person who pulled the gun on them, and the criminal who was encroaching on a person's right got away with it through the court case. I mean, look it up. It's in the Most Dangerous Superstition book. But that would imply that you actually have to read books other than Facebook. You know, God forbid, you know, that's a lot of responsibility to read a book, right? Like, it takes work, it takes time, it takes spiritual currency, time and energy. But I'm going to lower this emissary. How much money did we make today for the guild? Ship's log, reputation, the drunkens. Oh, it's not going to update until later. So hopefully I think I made a decent amount of money. Let's lower it. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to move the vessel a little bit. That way, if somebody does want to pull up to the Sovereigns to turn in while I'm doing the Chautauqua. Chautauqua. So I never knew that about the FBI. I do remember that assassination letter that the FBI sent because of the illusion. Again, shout out to Hamish Patterson. Love that guy. He's just, he's an American patriot taking care of his family, doing what he's got to do. He's out in California growing vegetables. You know, he's collecting the rainwater. He's growing his own vegetables, taking care of his son, taking care of Owl. You know, taking care of his wife, making sure the house is good. And he's live streaming on YouTube, talking about freedom, talking about morality, talking about doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do. You know, there's not enough of us out here. It freaking sucks. There should be an overwhelming amount of voices out here talking about freedom, talking about morality, not even just, let alone freedom. You know, talking about morality, do the right thing because it is the right thing to do. Gosh. But anyways, let me get back to the material. Emissary flag lowered. I kind of wanted to see that. And since it's after midnight, it is no longer Martin Luther King Day. But we're going to keep going. We're going to go to the tavern, have talks. And then maybe a few more grogs later, I will finally end the live stream. But I mean, I could talk all night. I could talk about freedom until the sun comes up, and then I could talk about freedom some more. And I could do a whole nother presentation after the sun comes up on freedom, on the idea of freedom and morality and responsibility. Oh, I get so fired. I get fired up. Getting me fired up. The illusion gets me fired up. I'm going to have to tune into the illusion while I'm, sitting in bed, doing my little nightcap, doing the ritual. I got tomorrow off. We're gonna sail the high seas tomorrow. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Actually, before any rotten scallywags wants to try to come and sink me, I will light up some fireworks. Right? Because fireworks shouldn't be only limited to the 4th of July and the New Year's, right? And even then, are you allowed to fire fireworks, right? Go outside your house right now and start shooting off fireworks, and you realize how little freedom you have. You know what I mean? And I understand, you want to be respectful to your neighbors. You don't want to, cause a ruckus, right? But that's what I mean. Like, how much freedom do you really have? What was I just doing? First of all, let me freaking lower the anchor so nobody steals my ship. Here. Oh, and I got all that food. I didn't even sell any of that food. Son of a... I guess I'll just take all these fish and all the meat and I'll just go sell it straight to the hunters. But, yeah. Freedom. Son of a... I always forget about the meat in the barrel. Every time. Every freaking time. You know, one thing I'm always saying is people's perceptions do not line up with reality. And I say that because people again, to bring up 4th of July, people think that every 4th of July that they have freedom. They think that they can fire fireworks and that's freedom, right? Get white girl wasted, fire fireworks. That's what freedom is. When we don't even have any actual freedom. This country has never seen real freedom since before Christopher Columbus. Like, the only time we had true freedom is since before Christopher Columbus even set foot on this land. When the Native Americans were living here, no rulers, no masters. It was true anarchy. There was a hierarchy, right? But there wasn't a president. There wasn't freedom. They didn't need police. Which police, if you study history, police come from runaway slaves. Anybody that was employed to catch runaway slaves was given a badge. Right? Just like ICE. Just like ICE nowadays. You know? You don't even need to graduate from high school to work for ICE. They were giving $50,000 bonuses to anybody. Any blue-blood American who wanted to get these the terrorists. They took my job. Why did they take their job? Were they doing it better than you? Most fucking likely because you're a lazy piece of fat trash that doesn't actually want to work. You don't want to work. All you want to do is shove your fucking throat down with greasy-ass McDonald's cheeseburgers and quarter pounders. You know? Then you turn around, they took my job, he works better than me! Freaking inbred retards. Sorry, I'm not trying to, be offensive to... I shouldn't use the R word. I know the R word's offensive. But they are. That's what they are. They're just dumb, son. For that reference. For those of you that know that reference, you're just dumb, son. But anyways, it's getting late. I mean, it is late night, so I probably should start shutting the hell up. But I want to talk more about MLK and get more into the history. I feel like I barely scratched the surface. History is so vast, and a lot of, there's that famous quote that history was written by the victor, right? And that's so true. That's so true. That's what I meant. That's what I meant earlier with I was comparing, like, if Trump wrote his own autobiography compared to Martin Luther King, or if Trump wrote his own autobiography, there would be not a single flaw in it. But if you get a guy like MLK to write his own autobiography, he's gonna, he's gonna push his ego to the side, right? Because he understands. MLK gets it. He got it, is what my old friend Alex used to say. That guy gets it. I got the guild almost to level 39 by myself, while the captain was away, out of state, picking up his family from China. So that means I'm going to get a promotion, because all the other pirates in the Drunkens are flat-footed, lazy slackers. I'm out here getting money for the guild, right? And they're out here playing Ark Raid Shadow Legend. But anyways, I don't know. thank you so much if you made it this far. If you've stuck around for the rants and the raves, and you know, if you're a true follower of the channel, if you're actually out here watching all of these live streams and you're tuning in, I freaking love you and I appreciate you. Thank you so freaking much. Because you know, the whole reason why I started doing the work, this type of work, is so I could become a content creator on the One Great Work Network, which you know, still has yet to come to fruition. That's still a goal for sure, but I don't. There ain't a single ugly person on the One Great Work Network. Every single one of those human beings are all beautiful. They are so. I mean, the people on the One Great Work Network are freaking gorgeous. They, oh my gosh, man, there's some handsome fellers and some beautiful women on that website. I gotta say, maybe I don't know. Maybe my work isn't up to par. Right, it's not up to the One Great Work standards. If there are, I mean, I know there are standards, but I don't know them. I'll never know them. I'll just keep talking about freedom. I don't know. Maybe someday. Oh, mighty conch, will I ever be on the One Great Work Network? Maybe someday. All hail the mighty conch. Shout out to Alien. Man, that was so cool. That was so freaking cool to have him tune in and start on the high seas. Yeah, and I am feeling tired, actually. The caffeine just, I felt the caffeine just starting to wear down right there. Once I looked at the fireworks. All right, so all the way up in the sky. And we're going to get a little rotation here going. All the way up in the sky, but that direction. All right. Get that going. Get that going. Get that going. This is for MLK Day, everybody. I know it's in virtual reality. I wish I could do it in real life. But again, we don't have real freedom, right? Can't just go outside, load up the cannons with fireworks, and start shooting them in the sky at 2 in the morning. So we'll do it at in Sea Thieves. This is beautiful. And a cannonball for the 21 gun salute. All right, that was freaking amazing. That was for MLK, my man, the king, the Reverend. This might be an ongoing series, maybe. I don't know. Like, people usually don't engage with this type of stuff. When I do very, you know, like I said earlier, I'm probably tipsy and definitely not sober. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think people take this. I don't think people take this type of. I don't think people don't take freedom seriously. Me included. Right? Like, you know, I'm guilty. Right? I got off work. Freaking, I'm going to get off work and get tipsy and talk about MLK, right? You know, like, wow, what am I doing for freedom? You know what I mean? Let's go to the tavern. Let's get some more grogs. Let's go to the tavern. What a beautiful vessel for the Ragnar taco. I named it Rest in Peace, Ragnar. Ragnar died before Cody Taco Hauk. Cody Taco Hauk died around this time of year. When was that? Was that last year? I think it was last year. I honestly can't remember. It was last year or 2 years ago when Cody died, Cody died, and then my Uncle Doug died. That was a freaking awesome year. And then right after I just became single, so that was crazy. But love these guys. Ragnar, Cody Taco Hauk, that's your ship, that's your vessel, and I sailed for you guys, made a little bit of money. Man, miss those guys. I don't know about Cody so much because we didn't always get along, but Cody put a lot of tattoos on my body. He put a lot of ink. Cody put a lot of ink on me, and Ragnar was just, man, he was such a legend. He talked about freedom, and he did live streams even before I even before I started live streaming. Like I was too afraid to live stream and talk about freedom, and too afraid to talk about responsibility and morality. And Ragnar, I saw him start to live stream, and he really inspired me. And I know if he were alive today, and if he saw this live stream and everything I've been doing with the Beagle Eye Visions YouTube channel and how far I've made it, even though some people, in some people's opinions, I haven't made it very far. I only got two, I don't even have 300 subscribers, right? But I'm very proud of what I've done, and I know for a fact that Ragnar would be proud, for sure. Fucking miss you, bro. But anyways, we'll give. Sorry, I mean to get emotional. Ragnar would be proud for sure. Fuck. Fucking hell. All right, let's get back to the material. I don't know. We'll go a little bit farther. Let's see how we're at. We're at 2 hours. Well, maybe like 2 hours and 30 minutes. We'll see how far we get. But this is like, I know it's just Wikipedia, right? So, don't take it as gospel, but this is like the FBI thing. That's truth, right? The FBI was stalking this guy. They thought he was a communist. That's the truth. I remember that from studying in elementary school. And then, even after elementary school, I remember in high school I did one of my friends did a presentation on MLK. Is one of my friends that I grew up with. So when he did that presentation in front of the class, I took it really seriously, and I knew he did. I knew he did the research, and he took it seriously. So I took it seriously, and he gave an awesome presentation, by the way. Del Shante, that presentation he did on MLK, I'll never forget it. But Del Shante is I'm not gonna call him out like that, but he went down a crazy, not a good rabbit hole. All right, let me get a drink here. But this is important, and I'm gonna 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. If I'm still doing YouTube, I'm still gonna be talking about the same topics. I'm still gonna be talking about do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. And I'm so happy to, we live in a really bittersweet time. With all this stuff with ICE going on, there's a lot of really amazing minds out there talking about freedom and doing a lot of amazing things for humanity that I think is largely going ignored. But I'll give some shout outs later. That way we'll end it on a positive note, and then we'll talk about freedom under natural law, the Freedom Under Natural Law Conference that's coming in February. Very soon, very, very soon. And I'm also, on top of this, I play guitar. For those of you who don't follow the channel, I play guitar and I cover songs. And so on Valentine's Day, I'm going to be doing a new cover song, and it's called I've Got a Lover Named Liberty. So I'll post that on Valentine's Day. I've been practicing it every day before work and after work. I've been trying. That song is a little bit more difficult than, because I'm used to punk rock. Punk rock is super easy and requires literally no talent. So, so I've been trying to learn the song and practicing it every day. So that way, when I do record it on Valentine's Day, it's going to be like, hopefully flawless. I'll probably still mess it up somehow, but, so look forward to that. I'm really excited. It's a really fun, awesome song written by an absolute modern day legend. Freaking love you, Funky Father. I don't even think I know his real name, but anyways, let's get back to the material. In 1964, the FBI mailed King a threatening anonymous letter. Yeah, we are. King 1, attempting to make him commit suicide. Oh yeah, so I started going off about MK Ultra after that, and again, study history. It's so important. King won the 1964 Nobel Peace Prize for combating racial inequality through nonviolent resistance. What a legend! In his final years, he expanded his focus to include opposition towards poverty and Vietnam War. In 1968, King was planning a national occupation of Washington, D.C. to be called the Poor People's Campaign when he was assassinated on April 4th. Whoa. Okay, so I don't remember that part in school. What is the Poor People's Campaign? Let's learn together. The Poor People's Campaign, or Poor People's March on Washington, it was a 1968 effort to gain economic justice for poor people in the United States. It was organized by Martin Luther King Jr. and the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. That sounds like for sure something that needs to be looked into more. I want to look into more into the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. That raises a flag in my mind. And carried out under the leadership of Ralph Abernathy in the wake of King's assassination in April in 1968. Demonstrators, and here Wikipedia shows a photo. Demonstrators in the Poor People's March at Lafayette Park on Connecticut Avenue in Washington, D.C. in June 1968. That photo looks modern. That's crazy. That photo looks like it really looks modern. That's interesting. Sorry, I was just checking out the photo there. So for this march, it was May 12th to June 24th, 1968 at Washington, D.C. It resulted in aftermath and impact. Like what? Really Wikipedia. The campaign demanded economic and human rights for poor Americans of diverse backgrounds. After presenting an organized set of demands to Congress and executive agencies, participants set up a 3,000-person protest camp on the Washington Mall, where they stayed for 6 weeks in the spring of 1968. Dude, that's a long... Holy cow, that's a long march. So, lost my spot. Let me get back to the Wikipedia page here. We're almost done through the first section of the Wikipedia page. So, combating opposition towards poverty in the Vietnam War, 1968. Planned, okay, so here we go. To be called the Poor People's Campaign, when he was assassinated on April 4th in Memphis, Tennessee, James Earl Ray was convicted of the assassination, though it remains the subject of conspiracy theories. Yeah, and I was just about to go off on the conspiracy theories, where I believe... I don't remember exactly which podcasts talked about this, so I'm not going to give them a shout-out. But... yeah, the conspiracy theories that follow the Martin Luther King assassination is very interesting. That's a whole nother rabbit hole. But James Earl Ray was convicted of the assassination, though it remains the subject of conspiracy theories. King's death led to riots in U.S. cities. King was posthumously awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 1977 and Congressional Gold Medal in 2003. Martin Luther King Jr. Day was established as a holiday in cities and states throughout the United States beginning in 1971. Excuse me. The federal holiday was first observed in 1986. The Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial on the National Mall in Washington, D.C. was dedicated in 2011. Wow. Yeah, I am starting to get a little bit hungry. I do got to say, my stomach is growling. You know, like I said, I worked 7.5 hours. I did have a lunch, which was great. You know, lunch was fantastic, even though it was McDonald's. So it was genetically modified organism lunch. But that's so funny that I just got that spent sitting. Got a milestone spent sitting. I just want to do like a little horizon scan. I guess I'm in the clear. I'll go back. Actually, I'll sit on the beach. Let me go on the dock. So, early life and education is the next section of the Wikipedia that we are getting to. Let me take a seat. Let me take a leak. Take a seat. Take a leak, and I'll be right back. Give me a couple 2-3 minutes. Thank you so much. Again, thank you so much. If you're tuning in later and you're watching this, and if you made it this far, not only if you are watching this, but if you made it this far, thank you so much. You are an epic person, and I value you. I will be right back. We'll get back to the material. Hey. Hey, is my mouth moving? Hey. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Hello? Okay, I'm here. Thanks for letting me know, Jamie. This fire is not being much of a fire, but we're gonna keep going here. Early life and educate. Oh wait, no. Oh, whoa! I missed a whole lot. Okay. Martin Luther King Day was established as a holiday in cities and states throughout the United States beginning in 1971. The federal holiday was first observed in 1986. The Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial on the National Mall in Washington, D.C. was dedicated in 2011. Yeah, and we also, so I already said that I live here, Northern Indiana, South Bend. Some random memes from Facebook memories popped up. So I'm in Northern Indiana. We have a Martin Luther King Jr. Drive right here in downtown South Bend. Guess... Oh, testing. Okay, guess what is on Martin Luther King Drive? What do you guys think? I mean, what do you think? It's a children's hospital? No. What would be on Martin Luther King Jr. Drive here in South Bend? You know, children's hospital? No. Museum? No. Jim Crow Museum? No. Actually, I'm going to look it up here. You know, an art museum? Maybe? No. Martin Luther King Drive, South Bend. Wait a minute. Let me find out. Okay. Yeah, Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. Right? Is this whole street right here? What is the first building at the start of Martin Luther King Jr. Drive? It is a DoubleTree by Hilton. A hotel. Well, and then right after that is the South Bend Museum of Art and the Century Center. But the South Bend Museum of Art and the Century Center are I mean, they don't do much for the community. Straight up, they don't do anything for the community. And they overcharge, in my opinion. Man. There's a Marriott Hotel, a Courtyard by Marriott, right? Still going down Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. South Bend City Hall, South Bend Community School Corporation. Right? I just think this is a mockery. I think it's a mockery to have a Hilton Hotel on Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. I don't give a fuck where the location is. That is an occult mockery, in my opinion. But again, that's just, don't take this live stream as gospel. That's just my opinion. Absolutely deplorable. That drives me nuts. Okay, Washington, D.C. was dedicated in 2011. So here we go. We're at the birth. Michael King Jr. was born on January 15, 1929 in Atlanta. I did not know that. Atlanta, that's kind of cool. Georgia. The second of three children, Michael King Sr. and Alberta King, also known as Nay Williams. I don't know how to pronounce that. Alberta's father, Adam Daniel Williams, was a minister in rural Georgia, moved to Atlanta in 1893, became a pastor of the Ebenezer Baptist Church in the following year. Williams married Jenny Celeste Parks. Michael Sr. was born to sharecroppers, James Albert and Delia King of Stockbridge, Georgia. He was likely Mende Sierra Leone descent. I don't care. I mean, became a pastor. I'm not interested in the lives of his parents. I'm interested in the lives of the man himself. With support from his wife, he weighs attendance to 600 to several thousand. Oh, that's actually kind of interesting. So shortly after marrying Alberta, Michael King Sr. became assistant pastor of the Ebenezer Church. Senior Pastor Williams died in the spring of 1931, and that fall, Michael Sr. took the role. With support from his wife, he raised attendance from 600 to several thousand. That's impressive. Especially back then, oh my gosh, from 600 to several thousand. In 1934, the church sent King Sr. on a multinational trip, one of the stops being Berlin for the 5th Congress of the Baptist World Alliance, BWA. He also visited states in Germany that are associated with Reformation leader Martin Luther. In reaction to the rise of Nazism, the Congress of the BWA adopted in August 1934. Oh, they adopted a resolution saying, this Congress deplores and condemns as a violation of the law of God, the Heavenly Father, all racial animosity. Yes, I love this. This is an amazing quote. Let me restart. This Congress deplores and condemns as a violation of the law of God, the Heavenly Father, all racial animosity and every form of oppression or unfair discrimination towards the Jews, towards colored people, or towards subject races in any part of the world. That is powerful right there. There's some powerful words. Let me sail to the vessel because I just know, I have a feeling in my gut that I've sat here at this outpost long enough, some scallywags are going to start rolling up on me. Oh shoot, I lowered the anchor too. So basically I'm shafted. All right, we're going to go back to the material. Yeah. So I can get closer. I just watched the movie Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels last night, so tonight I'm going to watch the movie Snatch, and I'm very excited. Looking forward to it. Just to wind down as my little nightcap, eat my mac and cheese, hang out with Squirt Dog, and go to bed. Let me get another Irish cricket in here for my mans. My mans. This for you, MLK, bro. And Ragnar, and Taco, and all of the people who have tried to promote a message of morality and ended up basically dying for it. Shoot. All right. Nope. Why is my eye itching all of a sudden? I got an eyelash in my eyeball. Okay, so raised in 1934, the church sent King Sr. on a multinational trip. He also visited states in Germany that are associated with the Reformation. Okay, in reaction to the rise of Nazism. Oh yeah, the quote. We already read that. Boop, doop, doop. After returning home in August 1934, Michael Sr. changed his name to Martin Luther King Sr. and his 5-year-old son to Martin Luther King Jr. So it's showing a photo of Martin Luther King's childhood home in Atlanta, but it looks like totally AI. That's not a legitimate photo of his childhood home. That's pretty lame, Wikipedia. Pretty lame, Wikipedia. Man, I just realized how empty my stomach is, but it's okay. We're going to keep going. All right. At his childhood home, Martin King Jr. and his 2 siblings read aloud the Bible as instructed by their father. After dinners, Martin King Jr. became friends with a white boy whose father owned a business across the street from his home. In September 1935, when the boys were about 6 years old, they started school. Dude, me and my friend Delshante, bro. Oh, dude, this is like we grew up across the street from each other. They started school. King had attended a school for black children, Yonge, Yonge Street Elementary School. I don't know how to pronounce that. With his playmate, went to a separate school for white children only. Soon afterwards, the parents of the white boy stopped allowing King to play with their son. Jesus Christ. This kid's parents. I want to have a talk with this kid's parents. Separated them, stating to him, "We are white," and... Wait, what? Soon afterwards, the parents of the white boy stopped allowing King to play with their son, stating to him, "We are white and you are colored." When King relayed this to his parents, they talked to him about the history of slavery and racism in America, which King would later say made him do, in quotes, wow, I never knew I don't think I want to see. I wonder if this is a fact, but I don't have time to look it up. This is what he said, which King would later say made him, in quotes, determined to hate every white person. His parents instructed him that it was his Christian duty to love everyone. Martin King Jr. witnessed his father stand up against segregation and discrimination. Once, when stopped by a police officer, oh my God, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started on the police. Okay, this should be interesting. Once, when stopped by a police officer who referred to Martin Sr. as boy, Martin Sr. responded sharply that Martin Jr. was a boy, but he was a man. When Martin Jr.'s father took him into a shoe store in downtown Atlanta, the clerk told him that they needed to sit in the back. Martin Sr. refused, asserting, "We'll either buy shoes sitting here, or we won't buy any shoes at all." What a fucking badass. Before leaving the store with Martin Jr., he told Martin Jr. afterward, "I don't care how long I have to live with this system, I will never accept it." What a fucking badass. Oh, man. In 1936, Martin Sr. led hundreds of African Americans in a civil rights march to the City Hall in Atlanta to protest voting rights discrimination. Martin Jr. later remarked that Martin Sr. was, in quotes, a real father to him. That is beautiful. That is so powerful right there. That man was a real father. In every aspect of his being, you know. And again, like I mentioned earlier, this guy's got brass balls. Can you imagine? Can you imagine having a different skin color and walking into a barber with your son and saying, "Hey, we just need a haircut." And the guy responds to you, "Well, I'll give you a haircut, but it'll be in the back." Right? You know, it'll be in the back away from the other customers. Right? We're gonna hide you like you're a fucking illegal, right? Like you're an illegal alien. Get the fuck out of here. There ain't no such thing as an illegal alien. There ain't no such thing as aliens, bro. Like what? What? Get the fuck out of here. Ain't no fucking way. Hell no. I would have uppercutted that fucking barber in his dumbass chin. So hard where both of his dumbass barber feet would have came up off his barber floor. Fuck that barber. Fucking pathetic ass. Oh, pathetic ass. Oh my God. Uppercutted him his dumbass barber chin. All right, back to the material. Martin King Jr. memorized hymns and Bible verses by the time he was 5 years old. Beginning at 6 years old, he attended church. Hey, same with me. I think the first time I attended church, I was before the age of 5. I was going to church way before the age of 5. I remember over on 32nd Street at New Life Center with Pastor Edward Vay. Shout out to Pastor Edward Vay. His favorite hymn was, "I want to be more and more like Jesus." Me too, Martin Luther King. Jesus was a true fucking anarchist. You know, Jesus was a legend. He spoke out against the state again. Jesus had brass balls, just like Martin Luther King. Boy, I'll tell you what, the size of the cojones on that guy. My God. Let me, this fire is not being a fire, so I gotta adjust it a little bit. Woo! Damn, set my face on fire. There we go. All right, now we actually got some flames on. Oh, it wasn't all the way open. Damn, is my hair on? I actually smell burnt hair. Dude, that's kind of scary. Hopefully my head's not on fire. I don't even care if my head is on fire. I'm still going to talk about freedom. You ain't stopping me from talking about natty law. I think I actually burned some of my hair, dude. Okay. Anyways. His favorite hymn was, "I want to be more and more like Jesus." Now, I need to learn that hymn and do a cover over here on Big Live Visions. King later became a member of the junior choir in his church. Hey, I was a member of the choir. And then I joined the band, and then I was first chair trombone, son. I was first chair. I held that chair. King later became a member of the junior choir in his church. He enjoyed opera. What? I didn't know that either. Martin Luther King enjoyed opera? Oh, it kind of makes sense. He was a classy man. And he played the piano. King garnered a large vocabulary from reading dictionaries, just like Aesop Rock. Yo, shout out to the best hip-hop artist, the underground hip-hop artist, Aesop Rock. That's AESOP space ROCK, Aesop Rock. I'm not talking about ASAP Rocky. That's a rapper. That's not a hip-hop artist. That's not even an artist. That's just a straight rapper. That dude is a joke. Yeah, ASAP doesn't hold a candle to Aesop. But anyways, I'm getting distracted. Enjoyed opera and playing the piano. King garnered a large vocabulary from reading dictionaries, just like Aesop Rock. He got into physical altercations with boys in his neighborhood, but oftentimes used his knowledge of words to stop or avoid fights. Whoa. Using words to stop a fight. Easier said than done, man. Way easier said than done. Makes me think of a Bob Marley quote. Actually, now I got to look it up because I don't want to misquote Bob Marley. Bob Marley. Love the noises of the water too. Okay, so Bob Marley quote: "The greatness of a man is not in how much wealth he acquires, but in his integrity and his ability to affect those around him positively." I don't think I'll go through my whole entire life without like that quote is always on my mind. I love that quote so much. So back to Martin Luther King, he got into physical altercations with boys in his neighborhood, but oftentimes used his knowledge of words to stop or avoid fights. King showed a lack of interest in grammar and spelling, a trait that persisted throughout his life. In 1939, King sang as a member of his church choir dressed as a slave for the all-white audience. What? For the all-white audience in the Atlanta premiere of the film Gone with the Wind. Wow, that's crazy. That's kind of crazy. He played a slave, but I mean, hey, if it's voluntarily, if he did it voluntarily, then it was well within everybody's rights, right? In September 1940, at the age of 11, King was enrolled at the Atlanta University Laboratory School for the 7th grade. While there, King took violin and piano lessons. Hey, Del Shante took violin lessons, man. Del Shante was great at the violin. Last time I talked to him, he said he ended up, he had to sell it, or he didn't have his violin anymore. Or I think he said he had it, but it was just collecting dust. He never played it. Either way is really sad. King took violin and piano lessons and showed keen interest in history and English classes. Good stuff. On May 18th, 1941, when King had sneaked away from studying at home to watch a parade, he was informed that something had happened to his maternal grandmother. After returning home, he had learned that she had a heart attack and died while being transported to the hospital. He took her death very hard and believed that his deception in going to see the parade may have been responsible for God taking her. That sounds like brainwash. I mean, I see, some of the things with modern day, especially with modern day Christianity, there's just so many things that it's like, how could you jump to that conclusion? That God took her because you wanted to go see a play. Like, no way. God, if God is truly as loving as people say, that's not the product of a loving God. And again, shout out to Aesop Rock. That is an Aesop Rock quote. This is not the product of a loving God, right? He took her death very hard and believed that his deception in going to see the parade may have been responsible for God taking her. King again jumped out of a second-story window at his home, but again survived. King again jumped out of a second... At what age? Oh my gosh. Again, I don't know if any of this is true, because this is on Wikipedia. You know what people say about Wikipedia. I would really love to get a copy of his book. It's really interesting. It's just like, wow, that's... I'm curious if that's true. His father instructed him that Martin Jr. should not blame himself and that she had been called home to God as part of God's plan. Martin Jr. struggled with this. Shortly thereafter, Martin Sr. decided to move the family to a two-story brick home on a hill overlooking downtown Atlanta. And then the next section is adolescence, which I think I'm way too hungry, and we made it to the 2.5 hour mark. And we made it to the milestone class, 37 Days at Sea, with the Ragnar Taco. This is kind of my newer solo sloop. It's not the Logos is my main sloop, but I made the Ragnar Taco just because sailing for the boys that I miss those guys. Like I said, Cody's ink is tattooed on my body for the rest of my life. And then, Ragnar inspired me. Oh, man, when he was alive, he inspired me in so many different ways, man. He's an absolute legend. And, and his kids, I got to meet his kids. Like, that was such an honor to be able to meet his son. I met his sons at Skatopia, and like I'll never forget that day. That was such a chill, beautiful day where I hung out with the Skate Pope, and me and the Skate Pope were singing Body Count. We were singing Cop Killer together at the gate at Skatopia during the music festival. And Ragnar's kids were right there the whole time. Me and Skate Pope we were singing all these songs. We were singing Johnny Cash together. We were singing Body Count. Ice-T's hardcore band. We were singing all these beautiful songs together. We're singing Johnny Cash, talking about freedom, singing about freedom. At the Skatopia gate, letting people in. God, that was a beautiful day, beautiful weekend. And that was one of the first weekends that I attended Bull Bash where it didn't rain. If you're a Skatopian, you know all about how every year at Bull Bash we get rain. And I could be wrong. I think that was the Bull Bash after Ragnar died. And we didn't get any rain. It was clear skies all weekend. The sun was out. It was so gorgeous. Ragnar's kids were there. I got to meet it. Like, man, that was such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful weekend. I'll never forget that weekend. And shout out to the Skate Pope too. I miss this. I really miss the Skate Pope, the owner of Skatopia, and Brandon Martin. Brandon Martin just had he became a father this year or last year in 2025. Brandon Martin became a father. I'm so oh my gosh, Ragnar would be so happy for I just thinking about Ragnar and Cody. They'd be so proud of everything that's happened with Brandon Martin having a kid and having his own kid. Like Ragnar had his own kids before. Oh my gosh, I miss those guys. Hopefully I'll get back to Skatopia, to the promised land, and sing about freedom and talk about freedom. But I'm gonna go make some mac and cheese. My stomach's empty from working, and I haven't ate since 6 o'clock. Got this beautiful song. Let's watch the sun go down and listen to this peaceful. Let's give a moment of silence for Martin Luther King and Ragnar and Cody. What? Why'd the song stop? What? Okay, that was a nice little moment. I thoroughly enjoyed every. Oh no, there's Mac. There's Mac. Okay. I need to get. I wanted to get Odo out. Odo, where you at? Odo, Halcon. Before the sun, come on. Before the sun comes out, get out the chest, bro. Come on, get out the chest. Come hang out. Hang out. There we go. Yes. All right. Thanks again so much if you made it this far. I truly appreciate you. You're an absolute legend. Oh, and like I said, I wanted to give a shout out to conference now that we've had the moment of silence. Let me know if you want me to continue the Chautauqua. We'll keep continuing to read the Wikipedia of Martin Luther King. I'm going to buy his book. I'll get a copy of it, find a copy of it somehow. Look it up on Amazon or Google, I'll find it somehow. And I will do a book review of this amazing freaking legend. Man, what a guy. What a guy. Love the Ragnar Taco. Martin Luther King, man, shouts out to these guys. Oh, yo! And shout out. Okay, so every Sunday night I do a podcast, right? Every Sunday night I do a podcast. Crazy Life Stories. You can find it on Spotify with Matt motherfucking Bennett. He's also a legend. Matt Bennett, I love you. You probably won't see this or hear it, but I still fucking love you. He just announced 2 hours ago that Matt Bennett is doing Fleetwood Mac's Gypsy for his solo because he's in a choir. So he's going to be doing a solo. I'm sure we'll be able to find the video. Solo for this year. He's fitting with my drift. It's fitting song for his drifter lifestyle. And I want to request that off work. I want to see Matt Bennett do that live because I know Matt Bennett has a beautiful voice. He really does. He's a singer. He's been doing the choir for years. Ever since I've known him, he's always been doing the choir. And so he has an amazing voice. And his solos are phenomenal. Love his solos. But let's go back to freedomundernaturallaw.com so I can get my mac and cheese in my belly and watch the amazing Guy Ritchie movie known as Snatch. Where'd it go? All right. I always forget where the description is, but we'll just give a quick shout out. Ignite Hearts and Minds, the event that will spark truth, love, and freedom, February 21st and 22nd in 2026. You can RSVP to this amazing, beautiful event. RSVP at freedomundernaturallaw.com. Ooh, Jesus. Got the hiccups. I got to eat some. Excuse me. I got the hiccups. I really got to eat some food. Get rid of these hiccups. So Ignite Hearts and Minds, freedomundernaturallaw.com. RSVP to this event. Find Freedom Under Natural Law on YouTube. I mean, Nate Cap, Brandon Spencer, Leslie Powers. These are the sacred feminine and the sacred masculine of our modern day. These guys are doing profound work, and they are so completely underrated. So be sure to tune in. Find Freedom Under Natural Law on YouTube. Subscribe to freedomundernaturallaw.com and make sure you RSVP because Beagle Eye Visions will be in the chat, and I will be expecting to see you in the chat. So again, thank you so much if you made it this far. I'm freezing. This fire is not gosh, it's so freaking cold outside. This fire is not kicking. I need to go stand next to the stove, make me some mac and cheese, cuddle up with Squirt Dog. He is passed out, dude. He's so handsome. Oh, he moved his eyeballs. I see he moved his eyeballs. Thank you so much if you made it this far. Again, I'm giving you the old Midwest goodbye. Say hello to your folks for me. Says hi to your folks for me. I'm out of here. And thank you to any pirates who wanted to maybe have sailed by the Ragnar Taco and just completely ignored me. That is epic. Shout out to the Rare video game company. I don't know. Love you guys. Stay tuned. Stay gold. You know, easier said than done in this modern day. But we have to study history. We have to stay tuned. We have to stay vigilant, and most importantly, we have to stay gold. Thank you so much. If you have made it this far, I really appreciate you. If you like content like this that is actually professional and edited and very well done, make sure you tune into the One Great Work Network, onegreatworknetwork.com, and find your flavor of freedom, because there's so many different flavors of freedom on that website, and they're all flavors of true freedom, true morality, doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do. And again, officially Midwest Goodbye signing off here. I'm starving. So stay tuned. Stay gold. I'm out of here.